Hi, we're back again with another Cairns video. It is currently 6:33 a.m. Wednesday the 30th of November 2022. It is currently 24 degrees and we're walking along Lake Street towards Spence Street. Showing what we can, and this is looking back towards Shields Street. Showing a lot of the businesses. We're going to do a bit of a walk around the city, a few of the different streets, show what we can show. Hopefully it doesn't rain. Looks like it's trying to fine up, so we should be able to get something out of it. Do what we can. Show as much detail as we can so that us and future generations can see what it was like in Cairns on the 30th of November 2022. Looking back towards Shields Street, that direction. You go Woolworths across the road. And you've got Orchid Plaza across there. Just to give you a bit of context of where I am at the moment. Try and walk as slow as I can so we can get as much detail as possible. A bit harder because I'm naturally a fast walker. Okay, Oceana Walk. Not a bad little arcade that you can walk straight through when it's open. The next street along. So along here, years ago there used to be a Bendigo Bank. There was a time zone, something like that. Yeah, the Bendigo Bank is where you can sort of see the maroony colour behind this white sign here. Just here, that's where the Bendigo Bank was. That's the history. And yeah, time zone basically in one of these shops along here. There used to be pizza places along here too. Sort of kiosks. And that. Across the road you've got the Bowling Centre to my right. To my left, sorry. A pure white building with the black on the bottom. Night Owl on the corner. So, look at this sign here if it'll show up in this lighting. Yeah, this hour of the day it's a little bit harder to show. There's your Night Owl. Convenience store. Okay, might be a better lighting from this angle to show the sign. Yeah, a few seconds to read it. Have a look if you want to see it. Okay, a lot of these places they'll have like old historical names on these things, so you'll see where is it, Central Hotel, the corner of Spence and Lake, so this must have been Central Hotel here. And you got stuff written here, Cairns Special Bottle Lager 1/1, Panic Parties and Gampers. Yeah, I don't know. Anyway, and you got writing over here too in a lot of these places, so be careful. But when you're around, you have a look down and see. Oh, there's a bit of a projection there. But yeah, sometimes have a bit of writing. A little bit hard to read at times. But it gives you a bit of an idea, some of the history around. Got Spence Street written on there. Because it's Spence Street. So we're going to be heading towards the Esplanade on Spence. The Chambers across there. The Cairns Corporate Tower down there. And other places. Oh, I think there's an ocean liner in there. In at the port. So we might get to go there a bit later and show it. Certainly looks like it. It's definitely worth showing when they're in there. So this is your bowling centre in the heart of town. That's what they used to say on their ads. Bit of history along there. Pause to read. Have a look. Detail. There's a bit of detail on here. It's a little bit harder to show when you're just walking along. A lot of little cafes and restaurants along the way, like this one here. Food actually looks quite nice there. I don't think they're fully open yet, but a lot of these places are open for breakfast, so definitely come check out other places along. There you go. Boland's, ladies, present wear, mail order guide, and back in the day. Boland's handbags and purses, maids and children's costumes, men's and boys and men's accessories. Quite interesting. It's like, I thought they had a lot of stuff. The Boland Centre must have been pretty big. Like one of these non-stop shop places. Alright, but now we know there's a ocean liner, cruise liner, whatever you want to call it, down the thing. We'll head down that way to have a look before we do anything else, so we can show it as much as possible. So we'll go across Spence Street. This is Abbott Street that we're going to be going down. That's looking back down Spence Street towards Cairns Central Shopping Centre, etc. South. There's your casino. Back down Spence. Okay. So you can probably see that the cruise line is there. It'll be hard to show it in its full glory because the camera hasn't got a wide enough angle lens for it, but so we can show what we can. Epic Times Social Media and Marketing. I wonder if that's still there. Video production, all that. Okay, we'll cross over. No, we'll keep going. Just show some respect. Cash and carry. There you go. That sounds so British. Cash and carry. Village Lane. Let's just have a quick look at the enormity of this building. It's the next one along. Yes, I've been in the bottom of this once for a wedding. Wow. It's fancy. I was in the wedding party and it was like, wow. Oh, this is posh. Give a bit of a look at like stuff about it. There's a lot in there. We just have a different name. Back in the day. And there's your Reef Hotel Casino, a little along this block here. And then you can see the ocean liner up ahead. Cruise liner, whatever you want to call it. Big boat. Yeah, this is fancy stuff here. What I was referring to before. Big Christmas tree in there, which I would love to get video of, but I don't think I'll be allowed in there. I don't know if you can see any detail of it. With the lights in there. A little bit hard to show. If the doors are open, I'd go and just poke it in the door and have a look, but you know, privacy and all that, I respect privacy when I do my videos as best I can. But yeah, looks amazing. Oh, it's still Cairns International Pullman Hotels and Resorts. Yeah, love to get video of that. The tree. I'm not going to try and open the door just in case. Wow. Just the size of this place. It's like, whoa, I see this door's unlocked. No, they're locked. They're all locked. This hour. Which is fair enough. It's all good. Sweet. It's nice though, if you're in the area, yeah, drive past and look, it looks awesome at night. It looks awesome now, so I can imagine what it looks like at night. But yeah, this is all part of the casino here. There you go. Getting close to where the cruise liner is. Trying not to backtrack from where I recorded just today. In the morning. Yeah, there's plenty of Cairns videos coming up in the next few days of when this one comes up. So bear with me. The Lake Street to Bunnings video, there's also a shortened version of it that is in 4K. So I've just cut it out to get 4K, so it doesn't take days to upload. For anyone that knows about editing and all that and uploading, well, it can take a fair while to upload, so there you go. There's your cruise liner. Fantastic. The P&O cruises. Wow, they're just amazing, the size of them. This might be a small one compared to some, but it's still big for me. So if you look at my video from yesterday, you'll see that Hemingway's brewery. So that would be from the 29th of November 2022. If you find that video, you'll see when this wasn't here yesterday. It's good because it's a good cash injection into the community, having all this come here. People get out and they spend money and wow. It's the magnitude of a place like this. Wow. Wow. I know they'd have to have them, but you don't really think of it. Well, sorry, the windscreen wipers. It looks weird seeing all those windscreen wipers on an ocean liner. Okay, so we'll have a bit of a look along. I wonder how many people actually are on this, including workers, people staying there, and all that. We'll go up a bit closer, then we'll go do the other parts where we were going to do. Before I notice this. I've watched documentaries on how much food it takes to be on one of these, to run one, how many people. Oh, it's crazy. If you ever get a chance to watch that sort of thing, it's quite interesting. So what is this? Pacific. Pacific Encounter. There you go. The Pacific Encounter. Amazing. When you stand near it, you just look up. It's whoa. Okay. Okay, move along so we can see it from a bit of a distance, and then we'll start the rest of our video. Right, some sort of yoga class or something happening here. We'll go a little bit further down so we can see the ocean liner a bit clearer. Let's see what we can see from this little lookout over here of the ocean line. It's like another beautiful morning. Started off beautiful yesterday and then become very rainy, very wet. Okay, we'll move on to our next location. Yeah, if you want to see what it's like down there and down here, have a look at my yesterday video, 29th. Okay. This is one part I didn't show yesterday in this area. All this. Some really nice gardens and stuff in Cairns, especially in the city. Okay. Cairns City via Abbott Street, Wharf 1, Kiosk, Shed 2 and Cairns Cruise Liner Terminal. Says on the sign there. And that's the Esplanade. Says this way. Okay, so we'll go down here. We'll show these little shops and visitor information and all that along here. That's your doggy bags. Yeah, this is really well maintained, a lot of this. And quite nice. Apart from where they got rid of the cans. Oh, I forget the boat. Something to do with the boating anyway here. Fishing club or something. I forget what it was called. Has been a while. Yeah. So there's your casino. Across there to my left. I wonder if the convenience store's still up here that used to be here. On my right. I'll wait till this person goes past and I'll have a look. It's getting quite warm even at this hour. What's the temperature saying now? Still says 24. It's currently 6:58 AM. We're quite close to being 7. So across the casino. Looks a lot nicer at night. All lit up. Oh, looks like it's gone. Poor you, Mark. It might still be there. Just not open. Yeah, stuff inside it. It says 7, it opens. Yeah. So the casino across over here. I mean, there's so much stuff to show. Can't show it all in like 1 or 2 videos, but yeah, we'll do our best. Show what we can. These aren't your touristy style videos, these are your for history, and just show what it's like. Show what it's like now. Like I said, for us and future generations to see. A lot of history stuff here, dedicated to all the women who served. Pause to read. Doesn't need a good clean, so it might be a bit hard to read. But you can see the hat on here. And then there's a medical bag down here. A first aid bag. I'll show the hat. More detail. If any of these videos, if you see anything you want to have a better look at, just pause to read. Or pause to have a look. Get some more here. Very, very hard to read. It's in running writing, script, whatever. And you've got a helmet on here. Goggles and all that. And what looks to me to be like a parachute bag. Okay. Well, we'll walk through with the showing straight up to show the tree canopy, because it's always something that's really nice in these sort of places. Okay, we've got some more stuff to show here, more things. There seems to be a list of people who served or lost in service. Okay, well, get as much done before it decides to rain or whatever it wants to do. Okay, here's where we just come from. All the nice lights. Would look nice at night. Okay. Let's head across. This is Spence Street here. Pacific Hotel. Across there. A few different names over the years. Louis Vuitton up there. Just have a quick look. Show what it's like down here. So this was the Cairns International, or something like that. Orange state. It's had a few different names over the years. That's specific. This is the one where when COVID struck us, where they were doing the quarantine and all that. Hotel quarantine. Oh, sorry, I'm still getting used to this. It's sort of like a gimbal / selfie stick. So if it goes a little bit too fast at times like that, bear with me. Okay, so we're going to go along the esplanade, but on the side where the shops and that are. Across from the parkland and that. Okay, it's now 7:05. The ship's anchor, circa 1830. The Fogarty Park across the road to my right. Bushfire Flame Grill. Pacific Cairns. Bit of their menu, sometimes with reflections, it's a little hard to show. A little bit of an idea. Breakfast buffet, $25 per person. Wow. Go down this little ramp here. There's flamingos and stuff painted on here. Out of respect, we won't show too much because a lot of these places don't like you recording or taking photos of it, so people don't copy their artwork and that. I understand that. For cultural reasons, and that's fine. So you got the Mulgrave Shire office, is what it says here. Cairns Gallery Precinct. So it looks like it's getting done up. Well, this is basically a selfie stick. So we can have a look. That's extendable. Okay. Let's put our walkway across there. Regional Recovery Partnership Program. There we go. Just a little bit about what's happening. Esplanade. A lot of Australiana shops and tourist type shops have closed down due to COVID. And some of them have never reopened. Okay. So we'll go down these stairs just to people's privacy and go having their breakfast. If you ever do videos like this, please respect people's privacy the best as you can. Good manners. Look at Australia. Whether people appreciate your manners or not. The Christmas tree. The Esplanade. Down to the lagoon. So the lagoon's closed for cleaning like they often do. Okay, we'll walk along here. Along where all the restaurants, night out and all those sort of things are along the Esplanade. This is the corner of Shields and Esplanade. There's a street here, Shields Street. 24-hour McDonald's. They're fairly new outdoor seating. It's due to pigeons and that could do with a good clean regularly. We've got a lot more detail of the newer parts of this in another video that I recorded in September, so feel free to have a look at that. This is just going to show more shop fronts. So you get an idea what was along here. And we'll head down Athlone Street once we get up to the corner here. Or we might go a little bit further along depending on how the weather is and what's happening. Food court, the night markets, all that. Where the coffee club used to be. In my last video, you can see just a rumbled mess in here now. It's completely empty. Have a look back the way we just came. A bit more detail. Across the Esplanade direction. So you've got grilled, handcrafted schnitzels. And so on along here. It's a lot wider along here, the pathway, than it used to be. Then they've made this a one-way street, and it's only for commercial traffic, delivery vans and things like that. Trucks, delivery trucks, so it's not as busy traffic-wise along here. Let's see this pool here. There's pools. Where the blue is. Pool. It's very nice along here. Nice eating areas and that with ceiling fans going, which is actually quite warm right now. The watch still says 24 degrees. Let me have a look. In amongst the apps, there's a weather app that's a bit more reliable. $25 degrees, there you go, 25 degrees Celsius, so the humidity must be high, that's what I'm feeling. Head down Appleton Street. Yeah, Good Foods across the road. Good Food Supermarket, which used to be IJ Express. And you got Cold Rock Ice Creamery. You can see the flashing light across there, which is hard to see for the tree. That used to be the IJ. Cafe Thailand. Yeah, there's a lot of variety here. I hope a lot of these places last through COVID, through the whole thing. This used to be Outback Steakhouse, and it was also Jono's Blues Bar many years ago. I don't know what's in here now, it doesn't actually say so far, if anything. This is Abbott Street we're going to go across. Oh. Yeah, this is Abbott Street. Will we go down there or will we go straight ahead? Oh, we'll go straight ahead. We'll keep going down Appleton. I want to get down to Sheridan Street. There's your Cairns Library across there. Used to be the Cairns City Council chambers. This is where you'll be heard about the controversial place where the bats used to hang out, flying foxes. And, well, this is the spot all these trees are. Thousands and thousands and thousands of flying foxes. I think they moved them along. I think they ended up doing it. Okay. Yeah, this is where it all was. Yeah, I don't know if they're still here or not. But there's a lot of mess on the ground, so they might be. Or it just hasn't been cleaned up. Be careful walking along here. There's a few tripping hazards where the roots of these trees have lifted up some of the pavers. A few places have made cracks and that. I guess they're wise to it. If they were wise to it, they'd be wisecracks. Look how big this place is. This place is ginormous. Just the entranceway, the foyer and everything. We'll go and have a quick look. It's not something a lot of people probably take notice of when they're just driving around the city. Well, you'd notice how big it is, but like detail. Bailey, Crystal Brook. Yeah, Crystal Brook, I think it says. It's between the trees. 136 Abbott Street. Abbott Street? Oh yeah, the Judah Street there, yeah. Their address. We'll try and show the enormity of it, standing underneath some of it and then putting the camera up. It's hard to show the enormity on a video, but we'll show what we can. Wow. You probably have to cut the sound due to copyright music though, but I'll try and talk over the whole thing so that you don't have to worry about it. There's water fountains going down through there. Wow. Cascading water. Huge. There's so much detail to this place. It's amazing. So, we'll get away from that copyright music. With YouTube, they like to infringe people with copyright even if you haven't done anything wrong. It's just what they do. There's a tiny little bit of music that's quite noticeable. It'll flag it and you'll get a copyright strike, or you'll just get a warning to remove it. So if you're ever watching any of my videos and it just goes blank, audio wise like that, no background noise, no nothing, then usually that'll be due to the copyright music, having to delete it, which is fine. So we're going across Applin. This is where those cars are, is all Lake Street. So we've got to get 2 streets down so I can go past a particular place that I want to see, that I haven't seen for a while. This is the bus terminal for all the local buses. What used to be Sun buses, Translink, all that stuff. So if you want to catch a bus around the city or suburbs and all that, this is the place to go if you're in the city. So if you're anywhere near Applin Street, go Applin Street, Lake Street, or Shield Street, Lake Street. If you're going Shield Street heading towards the Esplanade, turn left at Lake Street. There's a taxi rank as well, and then the bus. So gives you a bit of an idea. This big area in the city, there's a few little hidey hole places where people like to hide, do things. A reference for anybody who knows. If you know, you know. You got to have your wits about you. You got to have your wits about you. Now that reference is from One Foot in the Grave. There's an episode where this chappie comes to the door and he's talking to Victor Meldrew, and he doesn't talk very clear. Victor can't understand what he's saying, but if you really listen to him, he says, you got to have your wits about you. Your wits about you. So So yeah, Applin, Grafton, and then the street that I'm looking for, Sheridan Street. Well, I know where it is. Grafton Street, Applin Street. There's one crossing. Moving past in front of us. It's Grafton Street. Okay. Where Cairns 5 Cinema used to be. La Paqueta, places like that. So I'll pause the recording because there's kids. The old ambulance brigade. There's a few stones here mentioning it as well. A.J. Draper, Esquire. There's another one that I can't show due to people's privacy having breakfast. That's all good. But I think it was A.J. Doyle written on it. This was Centrelink. Is it still Centrelink or Services Australia? I don't know. The sign's blacked out. So I'm assuming it's not. Doesn't look like it is anymore. Looks unused. Okay. Still cruising along. Nearly out Sheridan Street. So I'm going to go Sheridan Street and then back up Shield Street all the way to where we walked past McDonald's before. And then we'll end the video outside McDonald's on Shield Street. Or, trying to think which McDonald's is closer to where my final destination is. The Martin Street one, or, well, the Martin Street one's nicer. It's not it's a bit of a walk from here. So I might just stick to my original Sheridan Street to Shield Street and up. Or we might go down one of the other side streets that ends up near there. So we're going down Sheridan Street now. You get an idea. Get the Mad Monkey Backpackers Cairns, which used to be a bohemian resort, which I used to work at, cleaning a ridiculous amount of rooms. E-scooter parking hub. They're actually charging people to park in here, even though there's no real security for them. I wouldn't. I know there's new e-scooters coming to Cairns, the higher ones. I'm guessing this is all about BME scooter parking hub. $1 to activate, 65 cents per minute, which is quite expensive per minute if you're riding along for a fair while. It can cost a lot. Yeah, it shows you the details of that. A lot of memories of this place, as you can imagine. A lot more done up since I worked here. It was an old pub back in the day. When I worked for them, it was old backpackers. And that was Coles, where it says arcade bar, choice liquor, first choice liquor in that yellow building. Not when I was working at the other place, the Bohemian Resort, but when it was well before that. Coles, I think it was Coles, not Woolworths. Okay, we're going to cross over and see where this is being knocked down, being demolished. North Queensland's leading demolisher. Interesting. Is this where that breakfast place used to be? I think it is. It used to be like a real nice, quaint little cafe. Like cottagey looking cafe. What I used to see across here. I think it was this one. Be able to see the top of the side of Cairns Central Shopping Centre. There. It's sad to see these sort of places go. The old buildings, old classics with the old tiles, the old classic tiles and that. Stuff you don't really see much of anymore. Yeah. Pretty sad to see these places go. A bit of a look what they're doing, what they've done. Yeah. Wow, strongest smell of coffee. As expected at a coffee shop. Wow. Yeah, all these places have changed. Yes. Cyrus Persian carpet was along here at one stage too. I think it might have been here, but of course it's been done up since then. But yeah, pretty sure Cyrus Persian carpet was in this one. Or might have been further down. Back the way we just came. Sometimes it's a little hard to tell. Yeah, this is where Pasta was on the corner. And if you know why it closed down, then you know I'm not going to mention it on here. We like to keep this channel as positive as possible. But it wasn't a good thing. Okay, got Jimmy's Burgers across the road, which is quite nice food, depending on what you like. It's not everyone's cup of tea. Fernando's music. Their old school LED lighting or whatever it is at the top. Yeah, this is where Pasta used to be. It's not quite a popular place. Went there once. Very expensive. Not really to my taste, but each their own. I'll show the mosaic tiles here. Do we dare venture down here? Do we dare? Yep, we dare. Cairns Central direction, shopping centre direction. Yeah. The Telstra building. This direction is what used to be City Place and all the way down to the Esplanade. You can follow most of these streets to go this way. You can follow to the Esplanade. I'll take you there. Okay. Come on. Actually, this might have been that breakfast place I was talking about. I don't think this was though. The one I was talking about. I do remember this one being here. Very popular. If it was easy to pack up the camera, I'd use it. Go there. Ah. sold service station that was empty for years and just stuff everywhere. Now Red Spot Enterprise Rent-A-Car. There you go. It's good to see new life getting breathed into the area. That's excellent. I like that. Quite popular. A lot of people in there. Okay, so we'll go up to Spence and then go up that way. Trying not to cover parts that I've covered so many times, or that I covered in the last video on that. There's Rusty's Markets across there, where your fresh produce and all that. So that's in Sheridan Street. Between Shield Street and Spence Street, you'll find that. Okay. Keep going along, and you'll get up to where the Department of Housing used to be up here, or the Housing Commission, whatever you want to call it. Government housing. It's just up here. I'll show you the building when I get up to it. It's now WorkLink. So it's still a government agency, I guess, if WorkLink is a government. I know it's an NDIS hub and it's all that stuff, so. Nice beeping sound. Queensland government offices, 17 to 19 Sheridan Street. Yeah, this here where it says Thrive, WorkLink, all that. This was Department of Housing. And you're coming up on where the pawnbroker on Spence Street used to be, which you would have seen in my next video that's still waiting to be edited because it takes a while to do its thing. Came back where we just came from and across to Rusty's and then along. Yeah, there's been a few different places along here. Used to be a key cutting place. All that here where it says come in, we're open, but it's a massage place now. And right on the corner was the pawnbroker on Spence for multiple years. I wouldn't say it was a great one, but it was one nonetheless. Okay. Cafe across the road, that's Silk. Seems to be doing quite well. We've got the Jack. Just got the big Union Jack on it. Australia versus Denmark in the World Cup. It's 7:39 a.m. Wonder. They have what I'm looking for. If I can easily put the camera down, I'll do my trick. Okay, we're back again. Heading down Spence Street towards Lake Street. And we'll turn down. Will we go another way? That's the question. Which way will we go? Where we stop, nobody really knows. The Jack has flash packers instead of backpackers. Yeah, this is one here. Kong. Guess that's how you say it. Hope I butchered it. Bear with me. Okay. It'll take the same distance if I go down this side street and go around. Yeah. Actually, we might go through the Oceana Walk, they call it, if it's open. It should be by now. It's closed when I went past before. This is Grafton Street. So we got going to head down and cross over. Back down where we just came from. Let's get into the middle. I'll head down Grafton Street and we'll cross over to go to the Oceana Walk. Not the nicest to walk on the other side, so we'll, at this particular point of it anyway. So. Okay, go right across the Benson. Had a few different names over the years. Just the Cairns International. Oh, too long to remember all these things and too early in the morning. Yep, Oceana Walk's open. Oh, we can cut through there. There's a lot of these little arcades that you can get through. It just makes it a little bit nicer, especially if it's raining or overcast or whatever. You can go through there, stay dry. Not the coolest a lot of the time. There's no air conditioning or minimal, but it's getting wet. So we'll mosey on through Oceana Walk, which I'm glad they did it up years ago because it wasn't very nice before. Candy Cane Lane is what I recommend if you're in the city. Check it out. We're old school and nowadays candy from overseas and in Australia, I think, yeah, too. Open Monday to Friday 9 a.m. till 4 p.m. and then Saturday and Sunday 9 a.m. till 2 p.m. in the Oceana Walk, which you can come at it from Lake Street and Grafton Street. Any part of this is open at the moment. Okay, now we're back in Lake Street. Thanks for watching. Feel free to check out Bestest Times Reborn. We've got an Innisfail Facebook page if you want to have a look at updates and what's going on in Innisfail. That's old and new Innisfail photos on Facebook. Then Bestest Times Reborn on YouTube. There's an Innisfail playlist, Cairns playlist, things like that. Feel free to check it out. This is Bestest Times, keeping memories alive.